Parents, when did you go from hating your child's partner to loving them? My son Marcus brought home disasters for years. The influencer who live-streamed our family dinner, asking followers to rate our food. The crypto trader who cornered my husband at Christmas, demanding we mortgage our house for Bitcoin. The girl who showed up to Easter brunch in a string bikini, claiming it was body positivity. So when Marcus called, saying he was bringing the one for my 60th birthday weekend, I stocked up on wine and prepared for another nightmare. Mom, Sarah's different. She's everything, he said, voice trembling with emotion. I'd heard that before. They were all everything until they weren't. Sarah arrived Friday night in a beat-up Honda, wearing wrinkled scrubs and looking like she hadn't slept in days. She was a pediatric nurse, coming straight from a 14-hour shift in the ICU. I'm so sorry I'm late, Mrs. Scott, she said, practically swaying on her feet. We had a 6-year-old crash and I couldn't leave until she was stable. Most of Marcus's girlfriends would have called in sick for a birthday weekend. This one chose dying children over impressing us. During dinner, she barely spoke, clearly fighting to stay awake. She answered our questions politely, but kept nodding off between bites. Pleasant enough, but honestly, I was disappointed. After Marcus's build-up, she seemed ordinary. At 3 a.m. Saturday, I heard voices downstairs and crept down, heart pounding, fearing a break-in. Instead, I found Sarah sitting cross-legged on our living room floor with my father, who has severe dementia and wanders at night, trying to go home to a house we sold 20 years ago. Tell me about your mother, Mr. Scott, she was saying in the gentlest voice I'd ever heard. What was Maria like? Dad's confused, frightened face transformed completely. Oh, Maria. She was an angel. Made tamales every Sunday after church. The whole neighborhood would come. She sounds like she had the biggest heart. I bet she was so proud of you. I watched in stunned silence as this exhausted girl, who should have been unconscious after her shift, sat patiently listening to my father's rambling stories. Usually, it took 2 hours, and sometimes medication to calm him down during these episodes. How did you know what to do? I whispered after Dad finally dozed off on the couch. My grandfather had Alzheimer's, she said quietly, covering Dad with a blanket. I lived with him for 3 years before he passed. I heard him get up and thought, maybe I could help. You should be sleeping. You worked 14 hours today. She shrugged, those tired eyes still kind. Sleep can wait. He needed someone right now. The next morning at 6 a.m., I found her in the kitchen making breakfast and organizing Dad's medications into a weekly pill organizer. I noticed he missed his evening pills yesterday, she explained, labeling each compartment. This system helped my grandfather remember. But what completely destroyed me happened Sunday morning. Marcus had gone to pick up my birthday cake when Dad started getting agitated again, pacing and crying. Where's Maria? I need to find Maria. She's waiting for me, he kept repeating, growing more distressed by the minute. Sarah immediately knelt down to his eye level, taking his shaking hands in hers. Mr. Scott, Maria is safe in heaven. Remember? She's watching over you right now, she said with such conviction that even I almost believed it. She sent me here to take care of you today. Dad's panicked face relaxed instantly. Maria, she sent you? Yes, she did. And she wants you to eat your breakfast so you stay strong for her. He smiled like a child and let her guide him to the table, completely calm. I stood there sobbing, watching this exhausted girl who'd worked herself to the bone all week spend her precious weekend caring for a confused old man she'd just met. When Marcus returned with the cake, he found me crying in the kitchen. Mom, what's wrong? Did Dad have another episode? Nothing's wrong, I managed through tears. Everything's finally right. As they packed to leave Sunday evening, Sarah hugged me tight. Thank you for letting me be part of your family this weekend, she whispered. I nodded, finally understanding. She hadn't tried to impress us. She'd simply seen our family's deepest pain and filled it with selfless love that asks for nothing in return.